in Dresden is the Catholic Church. This was all rebuilt after 1945, but it took a very long time to rebuild it from the rubble. But as we said before, this local sandstone weathers very badly and it ends up very black and dirty. So unless you have a super bright day, there's very little detail to see. If we just wait a little, it's bringing it up. Once the camera adjusts itself to the light, and it's going in and out now. So we're going to see if we can step inside. This is another aspect of the Catholic Church. The stonework here seems to be quite a bit cleaner, so hopefully the camera will be able to drag some detail out. It's working very hard at this. And at the top there is some lettering which says Dome Cathedral, but I don't think it's going to be pulled out. It doesn't look like it. Here across the castle square are the horse-drawn buggies for trips around the city. We've got the rear end of them. This is the Fürstenzug, or Procession of the Kings, in Dresden. It's a very large mural which was originally painted but is now in porcelain tiles, and it depicts every one of the Saxon rulers from the House of Wettin from 1130 something to 1903, and they're all mounted figures, and underneath each one is the name. This is one of the few pieces of art which escaped destruction during the war. It depicts 35 margraves, electors, dukes and kings from 1127 till 1904. It is a huge work of art. There is Moritz, 1547 to 1553. August, 1553 to 1586. Christian, 1586 to 1591. And so it goes on. Magnificent piece of work. And it stretches away into the distance. This is the area behind the parade of kings and princes, and it was the jousting area and stable block, and the columns are decorated with heads of stags and other animals. This is one of the aspects of Dresden Castle. Again, there's no room to get far enough away to get an overall view. There is one of the entrances. Guarded by, yes, lions. This is the central courtyard of Dresden Castle. It's quite small, so it's difficult to get decent images in here. But the whole of the courtyard has been covered in a dome, transparent dome, to preserve it, which is a good idea.
Hallo. Wir würden gerne ins neue Projektgelände sehen, aber das ist der Hauptstück.
These steps are the entrance to Bruhl's Terrace, which used to be a place for the aristocracy to promenade. It looks over the River Elbe. And again, these figures are too dark to get the detail. Now, even this camera cannot sort out the light on these. Anyway, entrance to Bruhl's Terrace. We'll go up. Up here, on the terrace, there is a better view of the Catholic Church, and perhaps this time we can get the lettering. There we go. Don't quite know what it means. But at least we can see it. And we can now get some detail, I think, into one of these statues on the top of the terrace steps. Except we're standing at the side and not at the front. So at least we can see them. From here we have a nice view up and down the River Elbe, here, which goes over to the other part of the city on the other side of the river. It's one of the main crossings from the centre of the town to the centre of the other town. And there is the other bridge. And the river cruises. And this is Rule's Terrace. Under this little canopy of trees, we have a nice fountain. And so it goes on.